In this video, I'm going to show you how to use my Pasco Connect as a way to allow students to access different links with just one login. So I am on a student device. You'll want to do this same thing on a student device because you don't want it to interfere with your own personal My Pasco Connect's login. So I'm going to log into My Pasco Connect, but I'm going to log in as a student. So I did find this information on my student. So their login is their lunch number, and then their password was under the classified section, and it's a 5-letter word, 2 numbers, and a symbol. This screen that you're seeing right now will only pop up the first time students ever use My Pasco Connect. So I'm just going to go ahead and click yes on all of these and accept it, and this student will never see that screen again. Now this screen unfortunately will pop up every time, so you just need to train students to either click the X or the cancel button. So these are the items that are already on your student's My Pasco Connect. So all of these things are already automatically logged into. So for example, if I click on bookshelf, it'll take me directly to bookshelf without a login, and this is the student's personal account. So now what I'm going to show you is how to do that same thing for other apps that you might want. Now if you're using something that does require a login like Bookshelf, you'll want students to log into My Pasco Connect with their individual username and password. And let me give you an example of something that might be. So I know some of you are using Zern, and Zern is a math app that goes along with Eureka. And it does require that students have their own individual login so that you can tailor what they're doing on Zern to individual students. So I'm going to go ahead and click plus because I want to add something to the student's app library. And this is showing you all the apps. I'm just going to search for Zern. And it comes up and I'm going to click add. And now that is on the student's dock. Now the first time something goes on the student's dock, they will have to use their individual login. So because this teacher has already created a Zern account and has individual student logins, I'm going to enter that in. And Zern does require a class code, and again, because this teacher has already set it up, I'm going to enter that in as well. And so this may be time consuming to do this because it did take me a little bit to do that for that child. The benefit of this is the child will never have to do it again. So from now on, anytime they click Zern, they will never have to log into Zern. It's already logged in for them. The only thing that they'll have to log into is into My Pasco Connect. Now I know some of you are wanting to use apps that aren't in the Pasco library. So instead what you're going to do is you're going to click this plus button and you can add your own app. So this teacher is using How to Teach Your Monster to Read, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that app. So I name it, and I'm just going to name it Monster, and then I have to type in the name of the address, and I can change the icon. And because this teacher is adding several apps, I was just numbering them, and there's already a number 1 that I'm using, so I'm always using the number 2 for Monster. And if I click Save, and I'm going to exit out of this to get back to the student's dock, you can see it showed up here. So now, anytime a child clicks on this, it's going to take them to that website that I entered. Something that you should know when you're adding these, because so now you've learned how to add one where they do need a login, and now you've learned how to add just a website. If I wanted to now go to the next student and do the same thing for the next student, I can log out. So I'm going to go to Chrome and click Clear Browsing Data, and that will clear it so that when I click on My Pasco Connect again, it won't take me to the same student. So you can see that time it did. So I actually closed it out, and I'm going to click Clear Browsing Data. Clear Browsing Data, and now when I go into My Pasco Connect, it should have me sign in again. That'll be important, otherwise it's just going to keep bringing you back to that same student. If you have any questions or need any support in doing this, please feel free to email me or come see me and I'll help you any way I can.